What up, everybody? Happy New Year. It's 2022. And you already know it's your girl, the Blue Empress. I know you guys have not seen me in, oh my God, it's been last year, sometime in May, June, give or take. It's been a minute. And with that being said, I hope that all my royal men and royalettes have been safe and healthy and have been pretty much staying protected through this whole entire pandemic that is still going on. It's been one hell of a year, I could tell you that much. This is really supposed to be a video in tribute to a loved one that has recently passed away. So I will do another video to where I will let you guys know the updates on everything that has transpired. And in answer to your first question, you're probably wondering, am I still in Michigan? The answer is no. The Burgess clan has finally moved to Chicago, the Windy City, Chi-Town, whatever you want to call it. So yes, we did finally move. And so far, it's been good. Just been hit with a couple of things, but I'll do another video with you guys and let you know, and I'm gonna have my husband with me. I feel that we rather do the video together and let you guys know our experience since we moved out here in Chicago. So that's a completely different video. I promise you guys we will do it. This video is a rant on a loved one and the experience and the feelings that I have bottled inside of me, and I feel that this video is my first step in the grieving process in doing so. So with that being said, allow me to introduce you to the loved one in question that I am going to be talking about and that I am going to be ranting on about my feelings. I will be putting a disclaimer in my box to let you guys know I am not intoxicated. I am not on any type of drugs. I am 100% sober as a judge. And everything that I say is how I feel. I, in no way, shape, or form, threaten anyone's life. And if you do that, you deserve to get your ass kicked. I'm going to say that. So I just want to let you guys know, just in that respectable matter, that that's what it is. This is completely how I feel. I hope that you guys will understand how I feel once I get on with what I'm going to say. And if you can't understand or don't want to understand, there you go. So, it started last month on December 22nd. Me and my husband woke up. We were going to stay at a hotel. We've been doing this, I think maybe for like a month or two now. We decided to, request days off to where we can be together and spend time together because the jobs that we have 2 different days off. So I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off, which is now today's Tuesday. And he has Thursdays and Fridays off, which I work those days. And he works Tuesdays and Wednesdays that I'm off. So it's crazy. So we had made hotel reservations and we were going to go spend a night at a hotel for maybe about, maybe like 2-3 days. And we were just going to chop it up, spend time with each other, things of that nature. We've been able to do a lot more spending time with each other more than anything since we've been out here in Chicago. But anywho, I get a phone call from my cousin Aurelia, shout out to her. And I figured she just wanted to say hello or, let me know, the latest gossip, whatever. And I answered the phone because I was thinking, it's probably nothing, whatever. And I said, hey, cuz, what's up? Somewhere along the line. And she asked me, was I sitting down? And I said, well, I just woke up. So I was like, what's going on? And the words that came out of her mouth after that, I froze. She told me that my father passed away. Another disclaimer, if you do, I am gonna cry because it's hurtful. Mind you, I didn't believe her, but I've never known for my cousin to lie to me when it comes to death in the family. But this was my dad. And I know that I recently texted him because he sent me Christmas money for my kids, so we was able to give my kids a Christmas. So I called his phone. He didn't pick up. So I figured he's probably asleep. Like, my dad's not dead. I called my stepmom. No, what happened was I called her. She didn't pick up the phone. And I know there was times that my dad would accidentally take her phone and she would accidentally take his phone. So I figured that was the case. So I called her phone first. Sorry. She didn't pick up. I called my dad's phone. She picked it up. So I figured they switched the root phones again. Mind you, I'm freaking out. I'm saying, no. This is not real. This is not true. No. He's not dead. He's asleep. And he's going to get up, or I'm going to talk to my dad. Whatever. No, this is a sick joke. Unfortunately, it wasn't a sick joke. He was gone. My dad, Rae Hayes Burgess, he had type 2 diabetes. He had a heart attack. He had high blood pressure. He was diagnosed with breast cancer. Had surgery to remove it and also had chemo. And I thought that he would be okay. You know, my dad is strong. He's real stubborn, whatever. But I thought that he would be okay. Even when I saw him before I came out here to Chicago, he was skinny, but it was because, he's a diabetic and, he's been sick. So, of course, with all that happening to him, he was losing weight. But he just didn't look good to me. But he kept reassuring me that he was okay. He was moving around. He was doing what he normally did on a daily basis. So I took it as, okay, he's fine. We went on here to Chicago. So hearing this, I was just hurt. I was upset. I didn't want to believe that the man that I've been calling my father is gone. I lost my mother when I was in the 2nd grade. So this is part 2 of me losing my parent. The only difference is I'm a full-grown adult with my own family. I'm not a little kid to where you have to explain to me how death works in life. I'm crying. I'm hysterical. My husband's trying to calm me down. He went to go tell the kids. They took it hard. Especially our son, DJ. I really don't think he had words. He was just hurt. My girls were hurt. It was just, the fact that, they lost their grandpa. I mean, it was their only grandpa that they had. So it sucked. And, I never liked to see my kids sad. So I wind up canceling the hotel reservations. I didn't want to go anywhere. I literally just wanted to stay home. I didn't know what to do with myself. I really didn't. So if you guys are following me on Instagram at the I am the Blue Empress for life, or I am Blue Empress for life, I did post it, that my dad did pass away. Of course, I had my friends, colleagues, family reaching out, sending their condolences and whatnot. It's just real hard to, I'm so used to calling my dad and getting a text message or him calling me or voicemail, something, but not anymore. still have his phone number in my phone, and I don't plan on erasing it. That's just something that's just going to be sketched in my phone. And even if I get a brand new phone, I'm going to transfer it over to my phone. And even if it don't get transferred, I memorize his phone number. It's just as simple as that. This is his watch, one of his many watches, because we grabbed a bunch of his watches, but I'll get to that part. So, I'm wondering when there's going to be a funeral, because for some reason, when someone passes away, they're real quick to have a funeral. What I mean by real quick, I mean the week after we found out they passed away. So I'm thinking the funeral is going to be a week after, because I believe Christmas fell on a Saturday last month, either Saturday or Sunday, one of those 2 days. I think it was Saturday. So mind you, I did not feel like celebrating my birthday. I had to work on my birthday. Me and my husband, we had to work on my birthday. I wasn't feeling it anyway. My dad was dead. I wasn't feeling anything. I smile, I laugh, I crack jokes. But deep down, I'm still hurt. I'm really hurt. I really think that my dad is on vacation somewhere and he just wanted to get away from it all. And that I'll hear from him as soon as he's done with his vacation. But that ain't it. I know that ain't the case. I know he's gone. But you want to keep telling yourself something just so you can just give yourself reassurance that he's not gone. You know, like that. So this is where the confusion sets in on this one. I get a phone call from a relative, an in-law. Mind you, I have not spoken to this person. I bumped into them every once in a blue moon when I was living in Michigan. That's it. But as far as a conversation on the phone, no. You know what? Fuck it. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It was my stepmother's mother. She called me out of the blue. She had to get herself together before she can talk to me. And I really don't know what she said to me after the fact, because I'm just sitting here like, now all of a sudden my dad is dead and now you want to talk? Now you want to call me? Why? Why all of a sudden you give a damn about my feelings? Or any of our feelings for that matter. Since when? And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'm feeling this way. When my dad first told me that he was seeing a new lady. I had a stepmother before this one. That first stepmother, I'm not going into that detail. I'm going to talk about this one. When my dad told me that he was dating another lady and he wanted me to meet her, I said, okay, cool. You know, it is what it is, whatever. And I went to go meet her. Her name is Rae. She took it upon herself not only to get to know me and talk to me. She actually did my hair the first time she met me. Ain't that something? First day she met me. When I made my debut, she made her debut. She did my hair. I was like, wow. Okay, cool. I wasn't feeling very, thrilled about myself and my looks anyway. So, thank you for helping me out in the hair department. Thank you very much. So, over the years, with her not only being with my dad, dating my dad, she made sure not only she had a relationship with my dad, but she had a relationship with his daughter. Because me and my dad are a package deal. You get him, you got to deal with me. That's the way it goes in all relationships. She could have been that woman that didn't have to give a two shits about developing a relationship with me. It could have just been about my dad, her, my dad, her, my dad. It didn't happen that way. She had a relationship with the both of us because she made the effort in getting to know both me and my dad. Now, I'm pretty sure my dad told her about the trials and tribulations and the up and down roller coaster that me and my father had over the years. Yes, we had that type of relationship. And even though me and my dad was going through them trying times with each other, she still, I guess you could say she was like the mediator in between. Like, she was trying to, I guess, look at it from both sides. But she still kept in touch with me, even though me and him was going through our little differences and whatnot. The point I'm making here is she made the effort to build a relationship with me. Her parents did not do that at all. They only dealt with me, my husband, and our 4 kids when they had no choice but to deal with us. Like, maybe like, I had my son, my second child, in 2006. Basically, maybe like a year or 2 after they got married, my stepmother got pregnant with my little sister, Paris. Hey, Paris. Love and miss you, girl. She had Paris. Every time when Paris had a birthday party or any type of event, whatever, then we would see them. But me and my husband got this vibe that they didn't want to get to know who we were. They never took the time to get to know who we were. Because in our eyes, it was all about my little sister, their grandchild, their biological grandchild. Yeah, I said it, biological, because I've been here. She just came into the world. She's brand new and fresh. I'm pretty much the old school cat. I've been around. I'm still here. I've been here. So we just felt that they didn't want to get to know who the hell we was. You know what's funny? My dad and Cesare knew where we lived. They knew where I lived. They knew my phone number. They knew that basic information. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, well, if you would took the time to get to know us and developed a relationship with not only just me, but with my husband and my 4 children, maybe I would not have felt the way I felt when you called my phone after my father had passed away. The father never even said a dang on word to me at all. Not at all. Just her. See, yeah, I'm feeling some type of way. And the thing that got on my nerves, that I found suspicious, is when she asked me this question. Now, royal men and royalettes, comment below if you feel that just doesn't sound right to you, that just feels wrong. So her mother, my stepmother mom, asked me, did my dad tell me who the beneficiary was on the insurance? What? Let me repeat that. Did my dad say who was the beneficiary on the insurance? Time the fuck out. Number 1. Why the fuck would you ask me that question? That's number 1. Number 2. Why you didn't ask your daughter who was married to my father? Number 3, the most important one of all. Why the fuck do you care? Why? Why the fuck you care? It's none of your business. You're not on the fucking policy. It has nothing to do with you. You and your husband, in my eyes, are rich. Her Cesare's dad is a lawyer. Her mother is a stenographer. Why does it matter? You have money. Why does it matter? Ask your daughter. She was married to my dad. Why the fuck you asking me? So the moment she asked me that question, I had to sit back and think for a minute. Did my dad and Cesare not have this talk that if something happens to me, you're the beneficiary on the insurance? So meaning whatever you say goes? I would think by law that if something happens to the husband, the wife has control over everything as far as what it deals with the husband. If something happens to the wife, the husband has the control over everything that happens with his wife. Nobody else. So I just found that real strange why she would ask me that question. And then she called maybe like 2, 3, 4 times. I didn't want to talk to her. I have nothing to say. Don't call me because my dad is no longer here on this earth. Why are you trying to talk to me now? We have nothing to talk about. We have nothing in common. I honest to God don't even have the words to even describe to you how I feel about you and your husband right now. Fast forward to where we're out in Michigan. We wound up staying in my parents' home. The last home where I saw my dad before I left for Chicago. People, when I tell you the emotions that ran through me when I walked in that door, it hurt. I'm used to walking in that house and seeing my dad sitting on the couch or in that kitchen cooking up something. That's what I'm used to seeing. And he wasn't there. To me, I felt like that was confirmation that he was gone. He had so many electronics, so much stuff. It was crazy. It was just nuts. Cesare said that we were welcome to take some of his electrical appliances. So we all picked out tablets and laptops and things like that. You know, as a, something to have, of him. I just happened to, there were some watches that were in the bin, and this is one of them. Actually, it has a scent to it, so I try to be extremely careful because I don't want anything to get on the watch to where it dilutes the scent and it goes away, because then I'm gonna feel that he really is gone. So I wear this. Even if you hear a beeping noise, it's letting me know what time it is. Like when it goes to it beeps when it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's when it beeps. So if you hear another beep, it's my watch letting me know what time it is. And right now it's finna be 4:30. So yeah. I did grab a few of his shirts, just shirts that he wore around the house. Me and my husband, we wound up sleeping in the bed, everything, and I cooked. I used his appliances and stuff to cook. It was hard. It really was. I'm used to, going there and my dad being there, and he wasn't there. I just really wish that he would have I really wish he would have told me what was going on with him, and he should have known that I would have automatically made a trip out there. There was no ifs and buts about it. I would have made a way out there. I have 2 cars. My husband has one and I have one. It wouldn't matter what fucking car we took. I would have made a trip out there to him. I would have. And everyone keeps telling me that he didn't want me to, lose my job and, things of that nature, whatever. A job is a job. You lose a parent, you lose a parent. There's no coming back from that, man. It's just the way it is. So, here's the coup de grace right here. The funeral, if you can call it a funeral. So I get there. Me, my husband, and my kids, we dressed and everything. My stepmother helped out with the kids' clothes. So we get to the funeral, see some of my relatives that I love and miss, gave them hugs and everything. Shout out to our best friends that came to the funeral. We love you guys very much. I greatly appreciate it. You showing up, even though you couldn't stay long because you had other things to tend to, and I completely understand that. But thank you for taking time out of your life to think of me and my family, and come and support us in this difficult time. We love you for that. Appreciate you. Love you for life. When I got there, and I looked in that casket, and I looked at that man, and it was in that casket. It didn't look like my dad. It did not. It looked like an imposter. It looked like my dad had a twin, and the twin passed away, and my dad is somewhere around here just watching all of us mourn for him as a way of seeing who actually gave a damn about him. And his hands. It looked like someone put artificial nails on my dad's hands, on his fingers, and just buffed them up real super shiny. The clear acrylic. The one where you can still see your natural nail, but it's a clear acrylic. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And I was like, his hands looked so damn feminine. And my dad was no way, shape, or form feminine. Didn't have a feminine bone in his body. He was manly. Man, not feminine. It just didn't look like him. It really didn't. But did I cry? You damn right I did. So, this is my dad, Rae Hayes. And let me tell y'all, this was crazy. When I tell you, looking at this, my dad was in the Air Force. I knew he was in the military, I just didn't know what branch. But come to find out, he was in the Air Force. So yeah. Oh, don't worry. Nice little picture of me. That's me when I graduated from high school. These are my kids. My dad and my little sister Paris, and then that's Paris. Oh, sorry. And if I can get it focused. I'm sorry if the quality is not really good. But this is my stepmother, Cesare. And this is their family picture. So, this is where my feelings come out to play. Now, mind you, people, the Blue Empress over here, she conducted herself as a lady. I didn't snap on anybody. I didn't cause a scene. I didn't do any of those things. So just to let you know, I behaved. I kept my anger inside of me as long as possible during that whole funeral. Just the whole time I was there. But now that the funeral is over, now it's my turn to tell y'all how I really feel. When I got there at that funeral, there was a TV that showed pictures of my dad. So they had them in sections. You have, my dad, showing pictures of him, whatever. Then you had my dad and Cesare, of course. Then you had a section for me. There was only 2 pictures. One, the one I just showed you. The second one was me, D'Angelo, and our newborn baby girl, Diamond. Then you had Paris. I don't know how many pictures of her they showed. Maybe like 2, 3. Maybe even 4. Then the grandkids. Those 4 kids are mine. This was the only picture. I had more decent pictures that I could have sent them to put on this obituary. I did. Could have been more specific. But no. My kids. So, there were a bunch of people at this funeral. No clue who the hell they were. They could have been people that just simply came off the street. But I had no clue who the hell they were. Come to find out, they were affiliated with the grandparents. Why am I not fucking surprised? But I had my relatives there in support. Not only for Cesare and Paris, but also for me. Mainly me. Because the way how I was feeling, I'm feeling like a fucking bastard right now. Like I'm a bastard child. And this is how I feel. And I have relatives that believe what I saw, and they saw what was going on. That was not a funeral. That was a fucking performance. That was a show. Orchestrated by the grandparents. And I don't give a damn who sees this video. I don't care if they see it. I don't give a fuck. That was not a fucking funeral. That was a fucking performance. That was a show. And I'm going to tell you how y'all made me feel. If you ever come across this video, I'm going to tell you how I feel. You all talk about the grandparents, and only them. You two made me feel like I was the fucking bastard of the family. You put my little sister, my little baby sister, on a high ass pedestal. You made it seem like all these years that it's been my dad, Cesare, and Paris. I'm nowhere to be found. This is how I feel. Paris was the only child. My dad passed away. You found out that my dad had an affair or some shit. And then conceived me. Then y'all later on found out who I was and was like, oh, your dad passed away. His funeral is on this day. If you want to come say your last goodbyes, we would like to have you. That's what I fucking felt like. When I first got there, I sat in the back. I didn't sit in the front. I sat in the back. They didn't fucking invite me to sit up in the front. I sat in the back. Honest to God, I really didn't want to sit near any of them. I'm talking about the grandparents. Funeral starts, if you want to call it that. I ain't going to call it a funeral because it didn't feel like a funeral. I'm going to call it the show. So the show began. Family was able to come up there and look at my dad one last time, say our last goodbyes, because they was finna close the casket. My auntie, Christina, my mother's sister, told me to go up there. I did. Of course I cried. Of course my stepmother cried. She's a widow. I don't know if my little sister was crying. If she wasn't, she's a trooper. Damn. I'm not embarrassed to cry on camera. This isn't scripted. This is real. Because my dad was in the Air Force, two Air Force men came in and did a little, I guess the whole flag thing. Bring it up on my phone. And just FYI, everyone did wear a mask. So these guys came in and they did the flag. My husband cried. He thought it was the most beautiful thing because, my husband served in the Navy. So if anything happened to him, that's what happened with him. I would love for that to happen with him. So after they folded up the flag and they did the salute, they gave the flag to my little sister. Now, from what everyone that me and my husband know told me, because I was the eldest, I was supposed to get the flag. But instead, it went to my little sister. So once again, proof in the pudding that you put my little sister on a high-ass pedestal and you put me at the bottom of the fucking barrel, as if I just got here and she's been here all this time, when really it's been me who's been here the whole time. She came into the mix. But you spoiled her. You paid more attention to her. Fuck Denise. Fuck D'Angelo. Fuck my kids. You didn't want to get to know us. But you came into our life. Your daughter came into my dad's life, my life, built a relationship with the two of us. You all just sat there in the back and just watched. You didn't call. You didn't try to get to know any of us. You never once said, you know what? This is Rae Hayes' firstborn daughter. She has a family of her own. We got to get to know them. We got to be one. We got to be one with each other. We got to be a whole family. A united nation, a fucking whole family. And you know what I felt what y'all did? You did this. How fucking dare you? And the two of you sitting over here talking about you love my father. No, the fuck you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't love my dad. How can you love my dad if you couldn't even love me? Or my husband? Or my 4 kids? How? That's what I like to know. How? You can't love one person and not love the other one. His child. His first fucking born child. Me. I don't give a two shits who sees this video. This is how I fucking feel. You disrespected me. You disrespected my husband. You disrespected my kids. And when you do that, you done fucked up. In more ways I can say. Me and my dad had a trying relationship growing up. We went through a lot together. But we got better. We got stronger. My dad helped me out on his last days on this earth. He helped me out. He was proud of me and he told me. He was proud of all of us. He loved me. He loved D'Angelo. He loved his grandkids. His only fucking living grandkids. He didn't treat them differently. He treated them all the same. Before he died, sent me $300 for his grandkids so they could have a Christmas. He did that before God called him to heaven. And you got the nerve to sit here and say you love my dad. You don't. You don't love him. That whole entire funeral was a show. It was a show. My dad and I talked, and he told me some things. Oh, he talked to me. He told me how he felt, and I listened, and I took everything he said in consideration, and everything he told me, I agreed with him 100%. You treated me like I was a bastard. No matter how many people came in and out of our lives, it was always me and my father. Me, Eddie Hayes, Denise, me and him. It was always me and my father. Before you came into our life, it was always me and my father. I don't give a fuck what you think of me, or my husband, or my children. I don't care what you think of us. I don't want anything from you. I don't need anything from you. We have been taking care of each other for the longest time. I never, ever ran away from my responsibility. Me and my husband struggled left, right, and sideways to make sure that our children was taken care of. And as long as we had each other, that's all that mattered. Our friends, our best friends, not even blood related to us, helped us more times than I can count on both hands. But you guys, nothing. But your fucking snootiness is all we ever get from you. It was all about my little sister, and that's all it's ever gonna be. It's about my little sister, and that's fine. Just don't corrupt my sister. Don't run her life. Don't control it. Let her be her own person. Let her make her own damn decisions. But don't you dare sit over here and say that you love my father when you don't. You didn't ever even make it apparent to even fucking get to know me or my husband or my 4 children. His 4 living grandkids. My dad's gonna live on. He will. He's gonna live on through me and D'Angelo and his grandkids. I'm not gonna let anyone tell me different. I love my stepmother and I love my little sister. I love them to death. That's no lie. But them grandparents, no. Me, D'Angelo, and my kids have been taking care of each other, and we gonna keep on keeping on. We never want for anything. I just can't fathom on how 2 people could sit over here and treat one daughter differently from the other. I don't get it. I don't understand how I'm being treated like I don't fucking matter. I don't get it. It's disrespectful to me. I have some pictures here that I took with me. That stands out to me the most. Not to say none of these don't matter, but they do. But this is the one picture that I hold dear to my heart. I even have it hanging up on my refrigerator. That's Because my mother and my father, when they got married, my two angel parents, together as one again. My parents are no longer here. They're both in heaven, looking down. And honestly, I don't know what to do with myself. As far as how I'm feeling, I'm not apologizing for how I feel, because that's how I feel. I refuse to sit here and allow anyone to treat me any differently because my dad is gone. I was in Michigan the whole time. Me and my family been out in Michigan since December of 2006. And we just now getting to Chicago in 2021, last year. I've been in Michigan that whole time. No excuses. I shouldn't have to be the one to extend a hand out. You came into our family. You came into our world. You should have extended a hand, and you didn't. You didn't care. Real fucking sad. It really is fucking sad that you didn't take it upon yourself to develop a relationship with my dad's eldest daughter, who's been here. And now I gotta sit over here and get my life back on track after we just came back from saying goodbye to my dad. You know, I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be perfect. I made a lot of bad choices, and I made a bunch of dumb, stupid mistakes. I have. And I may not be glamorous, and I may not be rich, but I am a person who will do everything in her power to be better. And all I ask is for people not to judge me and make it seem like I am the worst person in this world. When there is a bunch of people in this world that have done things they regret, and they just don't get judged. My world is hurting right now because my dad is no longer here. And now I have to sit up here and get my life back on track and show him that I can move on without him. And no matter where I go, I know he's with me and my mom. But I feel like an orphan because both of my parents are gone. And now I have to be strong for my 4 children. I am now getting healthy. I'm wearing a waist trainer. I am little by little going on an organic diet to lose some weight, get myself healthy. I want to live as long as possible to see my children grow, be successful, get married, have kids, possibly a few years down the road make me a grandparent. I don't know. I want to be there for that. And I'm going to surround myself with people that will help me flourish and not put me down. So I'm just going to keep living. I'm surviving. That's all I can do. I can't believe I'm finna say this, but I don't know if you all are familiar with the Gears of War game saga. Gears of War 2, at the end where they sunk Jacinto, it's gonna make sense. Just bear with me. But yeah, if you remember Gears 2, where they had to sink Jacinto because the locusts were using a riftworm to sink all the cities, but they couldn't sink Jacinto, whatever, because I guess the foundation was too strong for the riftworm to do, but they wound up killing the riftworm. So they wind up sinking the city themselves, the cog. And when they were leaving, Mira, who's the locust queen, came on and was like, if I skipped some of the words or whatever, I apologize, but it's somewhere along the lines of, your world can end in the blink of an eye. One event, one unexpected twist of fate, and suddenly the world as you know it is gone forever. All that you have loved, all that you've held close, is washed away into the sea of a distant memory. Life is cruel. Of this I have no doubt. But life continues on with or without you. I don't like the Locust Queen. I don't get me wrong. But those words, she said more, but I don't know if it would be relevant to this. But what all I just said, what she said, it is true. God, I can't believe I quoted a video game, especially from a villain. Wow. Yeah, I've lost it. But yeah. In the blink of an eye, I lost my dad. Not washed away in a sea of a distant memory, no. But life does continue on, with or without. And to my dad, I am so very sorry for everything that I put you through. I will remember the good times we shared. I will remember the trying times. And I remember when you told me you forgive me. That was the greatest thing you've ever said to me. And although I feel I didn't deserve your forgiveness, but not only you forgave me, but you helped me out on your last days on this earth. And I will forever be grateful that you did that for me and my family. I will get over this hurdle. I promise you I will. And just like I told you at the funeral that I whispered in your ear, I won't let you down. I promise. I won't let you down. Your grandkids are gonna know who you are. They love you and they miss you. So does D'Angelo. And as for me, your daughter, your firstborn, I love you. And I love you, Mom. And I'm really happy that the two of you are together once again. And your legacies will live on through me and everyone else who loved and adored you both. that's all I have to say. Thank you to my royal men and royalettes for listening to me and letting me vent. We will be okay. I'm taking it one day at a time. And I won't let him down. I will look after my little sister. I'll stay in touch with her. And my stepmother too. My heart does hurt. But I know I'm not alone. I have my family. I have my loving husband who has been there for me even through these trying times that I'm having. And I love you, baby, for that. Thank you. And to my kids, I love you all. And your grandpa was really proud of all 4 of you. And thank you, Dad, for being there for me and not giving up on me. Until we meet again. I love you. And I miss you. And to my royal men and royalettes, don't ever take anyone for granted. Because you never know when their time is up. Love each other. Especially during these times. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And most importantly, stay love. Give love. Until the next video.